to us, and he always has a lot to say. And so I'll sit down at my keyboard and say, God, what do you want to say to your people this night? And so we're going into a new time and a new season, and God is using these meetings to help prepare his people, those that have an ear to hear, those that will stop and listen. He's helping us to know and prepare so we can go through this next season successfully and without stress, okay? So I'm going to go ahead, and I know it takes some time to do this, but God is saying this to us, right? So we all want to listen, right? Okay, so behold my glory. It is a time and a season for those who love me to stand in one accord in unity. The days of division of those in my kingdom are coming to an end. Those that love me will stand together in one accord, because there is an evil coming that would want to exterminate all that believe and have put their faith and trust in me. I know that that is not what you would want to hear, because you want to enjoy life and live in peace. There are those who are plotting against my people, and it is imperative that my people join together under my leadership to be wise in this coming time.
Yes.
The days of compromise must be behind you. Things will become very black and white. You cannot serve two masters. You need to choose what is important to you. What is really important to you? Now is the time to think this question through. Even in your possessions, it is important to think this through. If you had 5 minutes to gather what you would take from your dwelling, what would it be? Make a list and make sure those items are easy to access and easy to move. The items that you selected on your list will give you a pulse on where your heart is. Examine your heart. How tied to this earthly realm are you? You are allowed to have beautiful things here on earth, but if they were to burn up or be destroyed, you should be able to move on without becoming depressed. This world is not your home. You are only on a short journey here. Your eternal home is under construction. Now listen to this next part. This is very, very interesting. The location and size are being determined by your service for the kingdom while you are on earth. Whoa. This is what you should be considering. Remember, in my word it says, lay not up for yourselves treasures on earth where there is destruction, but lay up for yourself treasures in heaven where your assets will not see decay. Where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. We are talking about this today because it is easy to get too involved in the here and now that you forget how temporary life is here on earth. People are coming and going every day in this theater called earth. Those left move on with those remaining. Every one of you will have your time of transitioning, some sooner than others, but none of you know which one of you will transition next. It is not always that one that has spent the most time on earth that will transition next. I am not telling you these things to make you fearful. I am telling you these things to try and help you remember that your journey on earth is only preparation for your time with me for all eternity if you have accepted my son's sacrifice on your behalf. If you remember that you are in preparation for your position in my eternal kingdom, then it will help you to be focused on eternal things. You are not on earth to see how well you can entertain yourself. Your free time is not only to be spent in meetings, reading Christian books, and watching TBN. I have called you to be a light to those around you. I have called you to be a witness and tell others about my love. I have called you to encourage the weak and lift up the fallen. Every day is an opportunity to build my kingdom. I have allowed you time to study my word and spend time learning to hear my voice. Now we are entering into the valley of decision, a time when everyone will need to choose evil or righteousness. There is no in-between. The time of the Sunday Christian is coming to an end. It will become more and more obvious that my people are hated because they love me. You will need to be firm in your convictions to make it safely through the coming season. You have probably noticed that medications, drugs, even natural remedies have become epidemic. People trust in their doctors, immunizations, diet regime, and so on, instead of putting their faith and trust in me to guide them to greater health. Many people are stressed because they are pursuing things outside of my plans for their life. My yoke is easy and my burden is light. If life seems stressful to you, then come to me and inquire of me what things are in my plan and purpose for your life and which ones are not. Sometimes you just need to pull back and listen so that you can get a handle on what you need to do to put yourself in a position to be able to do what I have called you to do. One of the enemy's most successful plans is to keep you so busy that when I call upon you to do something, you do not have any time to do it. Mm-hmm. The enemy wants to keep you in a state of exhaustion and run that sand through your hourglass. Yes, time is passing quickly, and before you know it, you'll be saying, where did the time go? You are entering a time unlike anything that you have ever experienced. It is a time when mobility and the ability to move, shift quickly will be very advantageous. Those who are entrenched in a given area will find this new season frustrating. Those who are holding loosely to their dwelling and belongings will move much more easily through this next season. It will be a time of testing for placement and positioning, both for this life and the life to come. There are those that will be aware that this is going on, and those that are just frustrated with the inconveniences and challenges they are facing. Those that understand that there is a purpose to the challenges will make their way through the time, understanding that eternal things are being accomplished. The more heavenly minded you become, the more joy you will experience. Remember, my kingdom is not of this world. You have become a part of a heavenly kingdom. Even now, while you are on earth, you can enjoy the glories in my kingdom. Come and commune with me and allow me to show you the eternal kingdom of which you have become a part. It is most glorious. As you begin to enter in, you will find that things on earth are not that important to you. Pleasing me and fulfilling your calling will become your goal. If you experience personal loss, or your friends or co-workers experience loss of material things, I do not want you to become forlorn and wonder where I am. I did not promise that you would not experience loss of material things, or that you would not experience challenges and tribulations of all different kinds. The enemy would want to say, where is your God? If he really loved you, he would not have allowed this to happen to you. You must remember that I am preparing a beautiful place for you in my kingdom. You are in a temporary dwelling, both your home and physical body. Do not become discouraged because of circumstances on earth. Do not allow the enemy to lead you astray or cause fear and anxiety to set in. The more you keep your eyes on me in your eternal kingdom, the easier it will be to complete your mission on earth with joy and peace. You have been warned of the time to come. Do not let it overtake you and swallow you up. I have given you everything that you need to be successful. Come, talk with me, and I will show you everything that you have to access as you walk with me. I will do the heavy lifting. Stay close to me, my children. You will have a front row seat to see me demonstrate my power. You will be amazed in the days ahead at the miracles I perform, at the way I shift the tide of evil for righteousness, at the way I bring down evil regimes and raise up righteous leaders. You will see countries that banned my presence hungering for me, opening wide their doors. It will be worth it to be circumspect for the sake of my kingdom. You get excited, my beloved. Days you have prayed for and longed for are on their way. Position yourself to be a part of one of the greatest moves of my spirit this world has ever seen. Abide in me. God gave me this word yesterday. as I was preparing for this meeting. So these are the kinds of words to go back and read through, and because it helps you to see in the right frame of mind, all of us. It helps us to remember that this world is not our home. We're just on a short stretch here, and then, we'll all be, compared to eternity, this is just like that, right? Yeah. But the things that we do here or don't do here make a difference in terms of eternity. Today I was at a Bible study, and they were talking about heaven and the crowns, the different crowns that as well that we are that we can get because of our service, to the Lord. And then we'll take those crowns and lay it at His feet, right? Beautiful things. There's beautiful things for us in the kingdom of God. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope something in that resonated. That first part of that, I was thinking about having us take the time to do it here, but then I realized that I have other things God wants me to cover with us. So that I would encourage you at home to go and make the list he was talking about, and get that pulse on your heart, and it will be helpful. If God's telling us to do it at some point in time, that will be helpful for us to have those things in mind, right? And maybe ask God to help you to make your list. So we're going to go ahead, and I want to continue here because